Hello everyone. So welcome back to a new session, but this is continuation from the previous one, which my guest Asma is there with me, and I'm Nafisa from the podcast Basics to Bloom, and we were discussing about the episode Tawheed, which is all about oneness in Islam, right? Because this season is completely on divine love, so we are discussing about that. And in our previous episode, we discussed more on we emphasized more on Bismillah and the Rood and Dua and its importance, and of course, Salam. What does it mean, its legacy, and its importance. And today we will be talking more on the origin and spread of Islam and 5 pillars of Islam. So here comes my guest. Asma, how are you? Welcome.
Yeah, Assalamu alaikum and hello to everyone. I'm doing very well. How about you?
Yeah, I'm also good. Thank you so much for giving me your time one more time.
My pleasure.
Your time. Yeah. Thank you so much. So I hope my listeners, my audiences, they love the first episode of ours. And let's begin with the second one. The continuation of the previous thing. So what about the origin of Islam, Asma? How about the spread and all those things? In a short note, if you want to say something about it.
Yeah, definitely I can tell about that. So before that, the first session, what we had, in the first session we had talked something about like Salam, Dua, Bismillah, and all the basic things, right? And now this is also the origin of Islam. Regarding that, first of all, I would like to say that there's some misconception that the origin of Islam or the beginning of the faith of Islam is from the age of Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Many people believe that way, like Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has brought a new religion, but that's not true because the religion of Islam on earth has its beginning from the era of Prophet Adam Alayhi Salam.
Correct.
And who was the very first mankind to descend on the earth, right? And also, as a believer, this is my faith that before the prophets and any mankind being sent down to the earth also, Islam existed, and that was in paradise. And before, nothing was there on the earth, Allah was there on the earth.
That is why we say kun fayakun, right?
Yeah, he just says be and it happens. That's it. Kun means he commands the thing to be. And fayakun means it be. It happens.
Yeah.
And also that origin of Islam, that's a very deeper concept. To explain, which is also authentic source based. Give me a minute. Yeah, it's around time here.
Oh, that's fine. No issue. We can wait if that's...
Yeah, no, it's not started yet. So we can continue for 1 or 2 minutes right now. I was talking about the origin of Islam, right? Now, that's a very deeper concept to be explained. And there are so many authentic sources and that requires a very good amount of time to explain.
Correct. That's why I said we will keep it short.
You told me that, and I also would need a help of an authentic scholar who can, who has done a deeper study and research about Islam to explain this concept clearly and in an understandable manner. Which I think so. If I am supposed to do that, I need to do a lot of homework. Because I need to bring the references and when has this happened and that happened and all that thing.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. And also regarding the spread of Islam, actually, I don't know how to say this, but those who do not have any idea about what actually Islam is, I had told in the last session also, Islam is not just a religion, it's a way of life, right?
Yeah.
And those who don't know what is Islam and those who have not studied Islam, they claim that Islam was spread by the sword.
Correct. Yeah.
The Islam was spread by sword. But in reality, Islam was spread by proof and evidence based. Okay? in the case of those who listened to the message and responded to it. For example, if I'm saying you salam, I mean peace be unto you, and if that touches your heart, and if that feels you feel the importance and how you feel regarding that, when you listen that I'm sending peace for you, you love something, then you respond to that.
Correct.
So you try to know more about that and you responded to my message, and then you turned it to it. It's not at all something like set of rules or regulations that you have to follow.
Yeah, so we were discussing about spread of Islam.
Yeah, actually, yeah. So I just told that spread of Islam, those people who have no idea about Islam, who haven't studied Islam or know anything, they claim that the Islam was spread by the sword.
Correct.
But in reality, Islam was not spread by sword. It was spread by proof and evidence based, right? I also explained you regarding that salam.
Yeah.
I told when I sent salam to you, that thing touches your heart and you feel that okay, someone who now we are familiar, now we know each other, but in the very first time when we texted each other, we didn't knew each other. I mean, I didn't knew there is some Nafisa who existed on this world, and you didn't know there is some Asma in the world, right? When we initiated with salam, some bond created. So I sent a message to you and you responded to it. Likewise, those whose heart gets touched to that, those who feel that, they responded and they accepted Islam. True. So likewise, that's the process how it happened. And it was spread by the strength and sword in the case those who stubbornly resisted, okay, until they had no choice and they had to submit to the new reality.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the spread and origin of Islam was from the age of Adam alayhi salam itself. I told that from the beginning of the mankind, and the prophets who came after the Adam alayhi salam till Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, every prophet, may it be Moses or Jesus, every prophet, we believe in them, okay, and everyone spread the same message, that the oneness of the Creator, that He is one. La ilaha illa. When we say La ilaha illallah, which means there is no one worthy of worship except Allah, and every prophet has spread the same message. Right? That the Creator is one and He is the only one whom we worship. And in Islam, all the Muslims call Him Allah. I mean, every other person, there are many people on earth who believe that there is only one Creator, and but they call by different names, right? But in Islam, every Muslim calls that one Creator who has created everything and who listens to our prayers, to whom we pray, to whom we worship, and all that. We call Him as Allah.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. And if you believe as claimed by those who have no education of Islam, that Islam was spread by sword, then I think they need to check when history was witnessed that there were times, right, when Islamic rule was all over the world in the time of Umar, Khalifa Umar radhiyallahu ta'ala. Then if so Islam was spread by sword, then how come there are so many religions on earth now?
True, yes.
There is absolutely no point in saying that because Allah Himself says in chapter Al-Kafirun, there is a chapter in Quran which means the disbeliever. In that, Allah says, these are the wordings of Allah. He says to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to tell to us, I mean those who follow him, that lakum dinukum waliya din, which means may your religion be to you and my religion be to me.
Correct. Yeah.
So there is absolutely no force or any compulsion here that you have to accept Islam or something like that. And also in the second chapter, Surah Baqarah, there is a verse in which we say La ikraha fid din, which means there is no compulsion in Islam. Absolutely no compulsion. Nobody can force you to accept Islam or be a Muslim.
Correct.
Just your faith and your way of life. If you want to be, if you want to achieve that true success, then you have to follow. You have to be guided in a way which is good for your own self, and that guidance and those lawful or unlawful things, you will get to know what is lawful, what is unlawful, what is accepted and what is prohibited, and all that said, which people say Sharia, okay, there are rules, so that you'll know when you accept Islam, and when you try to know it, you learn it and you follow it.
Correct.
And also one more reference I can give you from the Quran is that Allah says that saving one innocent human, not a Muslim, a human, human being, any innocent human being who is not guilty of any any bad deed or any sin, who has not done any harm, anyone, even if you say such one innocent human being, may it be a Muslim, a Hindu, a Christian, or Sikh, whatever religion he belongs to, if you say that one human being, then that means you have saved the whole mankind.
Absolutely.
That's how Allah judges, and that's how Allah says us Muslims to be in, to follow that. So the Islamic ruling is that if you if someone cheats you or does any harm to you, for example, if someone has killed or murdered a beloved of yours, then Islam gives you this authority. You can for one life, you can also get one life. I mean, you can you have this authority, but Allah says do not opt it. What I meant to explain you is, for example, consider if somebody has stolen a chocolate from you, then you have the right to demand that chocolate. Somebody has somebody has taken something or cut your hand, then you have the right to cut his hand. Likewise, if one life is lost, then you have the authority over some other life, okay, the opponent's life. But those who live it, those who forgive, and those who do not do it, then for them is a very honorable status and reward from Allah. And Islam is all about forgiveness and peace, love. Never ever Islam has given any priority or ever recommended or given any sort of
yes.
So I was talking about saving one innocent human is like saving the whole mankind. These are the words of Allah. So Islam has never encouraged anyone for cruelty, maybe accidental or purposeful. If somebody has accidentally taken somebody's life, then also Islam has always asked to forgive and be patient. And also Allah says that if you want your Lord to forgive you, then you need to forgive his creator. His creation. Sorry.
Yes.
If you have harmed me and you are guilty, you ask sorry or not, that's secondary. If I forgive you for the sake of Allah, then Allah will forgive me for those sins which I am I have to be accountable, right? That is how I meant to say that.
True.
So this is how the spread of Islam has happened, and many people have these wrong beliefs and misconceptions that it was like started from Prophet Muhammad, like he has invented something or like that. And also it was spread through sword by force. No, nothing can be done by force. If you take the biography of Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, you read and you get to understand what sort of a person he was, his thoughts and his intellectual skills.
Exactly.
So many, I can give you thousands of
that we will be covering in our upcoming episodes also about Prophet Muhammad. Yeah, true. But what you are telling is absolutely correct, and I also, being a believer, I believe that power of love is more as compared to forcefully doing anything. Or love is the most important thing. Whatever be.
Even I can quote one more situation where Prophet Muhammad's uncle, the one who loved him the most, like he was ready to sacrifice his life also for Prophet Muhammad, but he didn't accept Islam.
Correct.
You know that incident, right? So how can that be now? How does this statement, like it was spread by sport, can be true? Like it's in contradiction to that. He didn't accept Islam. There was no force.
Yeah, absolutely. It is very much like if you are willing, you can. I don't know why people are making a havoc of this thing that you have to, otherwise it's a sin. Whatever be it is, let people have got their free will. They will answer. We need not
absolutely,
have to.
That is why.
Exactly. Yeah, please proceed, please.
No, that is why human beings have got such great status, among all other creations, like the trees, the animals, the birds, and all other human beings have been given a brain, which is so multitasking, functional, and which every other animal also has their brain, but they're working, and the IQ, the way a human brain works, that is so different.
Yes.
And there is no machine yet discovered or anything which can be, which can track the capability or the thoughts that a human brain can have or can do. Capable of doing. So that's a unique thing that human beings are blessed with. And Allah also has said that He has given a free will. Everything has some pre-programming.
Yeah, true.
Like nobody teaches us how to eat. Whenever we are born in this world, nobody teaches us how to drink milk. There are few things that have been already pre-programmed in everyone's life. That is common.
Yes.
And what makes a human being unique is that the way he uses his free will.
Correct. Absolutely.
He can use it for destruction also, and he can use it for construction of love and good things.
Yes. Completely, I agree to that. Completely.
Yeah. So on that particular thing only, will be judged.
Yeah.
Allah judges us.
Yes.
Yeah. The way how and everything you take whatever thing, like from the Sharia, or I'm not just talking about the Islam or anything. I accept that. I don't accept it. I have read it and I know it that Islam is a way of life. And whenever before doing anything, I question myself if I need to wear burqa. Why do I need to wear burqa? Allah has told that, but you see, there are so many Muslims who do not wear burqa.
Even I don't.
Right? Yeah, you don't.
That's my free will.
Yeah, that's your free will. But Allah has told that that's your free will, absolutely your free will. You're not questionable. Nobody can force you to wear it. That should be worn in love of Allah.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm wearing it because I am going to be obedient to my Creator. Right? I want to show that obedience to my Creator, and why He has told that doing it logically, that is also, that will save you from sin. But
it has got scientific reasons. Yes, I completely agree to that. Yeah,
absolutely. It has got scientific reasons. It has got psychological
of course.
Everything. There are, whenever you wear a burqa, that's a protection, right? You are guarding yourself.
Yeah, that
I you're saving others as well. We can't say that what the other opposite person has. When we are not giving, as per my way of life, I believe that absolute freedom is that, like, to be in absolute free world is that whatever makes you comfortable, whatever makes you, yourself, not copying somebody else or not doing something by force,
Exactly.
or whatever makes yourself, you if something makes me Asma, then I have to do that, and that has to come from my heart and my own will.
Correct.
Nobody can force me.
Exactly. Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah.
absolutely true. So good input in that, Asma. Thank you for that. Now moving on to our next part, which is the 5 pillars of Islam and its virtue.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, every Muslim knows this.
Yeah.
5 pillars of Islam. There are actually 5 main pillars of Islam, and the very first is this oneness of the Creator. We call it as Shahada.
Correct. Yeah.
Like the twin testimony of the faith. And now this means that a person believes that Allah alone is the Lord, sovereign and controller, and the creator and the provider, right? This person affirms all his, he affirms all his beautiful names and the sublime attributes that Allah has affirmed for himself and the Prophet Muhammad as well. It's not just Prophet Muhammad from Adam salam to every prophet, we believe, we love, and we respect each and every prophet. Okay. In Islam, what we say is, even Prophet Muhammad, I love my prophet, I respect him, I obey his ways, I love his way of life, I do things, but I do not worship him. So the worship is only for Allah.
For Allah, correct. Yes. Yes.
So here is what contradicts. Many people have this. They don't know about this. That we worship Prophet Muhammad as well. No. We love him. We obey him. We respect him, and he is a prophet, and we love him. We can sacrifice our lives for him.
Yeah,
but we cannot worship him.
Yeah, correct. Moreover, he has given a way of living this, as you are telling. He has given a meaning to our life, or in a more disciplined way, I can say. So, being a leader, we follow him, right? But we can't worship him. That's true. That I also believe. Yeah.
So this is what makes Islam unique from all other religions that I believe, because other religions, they have taken their prophets as their Lord.
No, we can't say that, Asma. Actually, that's a bit controversial thing. We need not have to fall on that.
No. I meant to say that.
Yeah.
When I say oneness about the God, then that's clear here. Clear that.
No, you know why I'm telling you, because I have read many other religious books as well, and how we are saying, right, that we can we love Prophet Muhammad, our Assalamu alaikum, but similar things are there in other religion also. Though people are blindly not following, they are blindfolded, I can say, but the high intellectual people who are more into spirituality and religion, who understands their religion, they also have the same concept. They say that no, we have got one God, and other people are good, who came in this world, and they have shown how Prophet Muhammad did for us. They have got their other deities who have done the similar thing, but that is the people's ignorance, that being on the safer side and being in the comfort zone, they are not they just took them as the God, and they are worshipping. So that is their problem. Otherwise the intellectual crowd, the intellectual people who are into this, they don't believe what they believe in oneness. That is what I'm telling, actually.
I agree that.
Yeah. So
that is why I said,
unfortunately, majority of the crowd are blind.
Yeah, no, they're not blind. They are illiterate. They don't have the education and knowledge of their own religion.
Awareness is not there, and moreover they don't want to come out of the comfort zone. Actually,
that's not a comfort zone. Actually, that's a blind spot where they are in, and they don't want to see the light. is what we can say.
Yes.
And that is why I said that all prophets had only one message, that the oneness of the Creator.
Yes.
Call him by any name. Oneness of the Creator is what I do. You see, we believe in Moses and Jesus and all other prophets as well.
Correct.
And we believe that
we respect them. We
Bible,
respect them also.
This
Because
Torah is also a book of God. That is also sent by Allah. And we respect and we believe that. And Injil, which also means Bible, that is also a book of Allah that was sent by God. We believe and we respect and we follow that as well. But the last edition of all that thing, when the religion was perfected, right? That was perfected and that was revised and everything was like, now after Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, there is no other prophet going to come.
Correct. Yeah.
That is what we believe, and that is what is actual. I mean, one of the main pillar of Islam. We say La ilaha illallah, which means Allah is one. And there is no one worthy of worship except Allah.
Correct.
La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, and we also continue it by saying Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is Allah's messenger and also his servant.
Correct.
Okay, now being a messenger, being a prophet, that also means that he is a prophet, he is a special person, he is a messenger, but still he is a servant of Allah.
Correct. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Right? We do not worship him. So that was the many questions I have received regarding him. Like people think we also call out to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu. No, we send blessings. We send
du'as
for him. We say durood for him. We love him. We study his way of life. We follow his way of life.
Yeah.
We respect him, but we do not worship him.
Yeah, that is actually misconception people are living with. That's true. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So that was the very first pillar of Islam, that we give the twin testimony of faith, that Allah is the Lord and Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the messenger.
Yeah.
Because we are the followers of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we say Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is our messenger. We also equally love and respect and follow the teachings of Jesus, Isa alayhi salam as well, Moses, Musa alayhi salam as well, and all other prophets. You know why I say only these stories is because many people are familiar with these names. Moses and Jesus. Many people might be knowing. Our way of the way we do salat. We pray. Everything resembles to that of Isa alayhi salam as well and Musa alayhi salam as well.
Yes.
So the second pillar is salat, which means prayer. Daily we have 5 compulsory prayers. One is before the sunrise, the Fajr prayer. The second prayer is the Zuhr, when it's
sun at
peak, full. So the second is at the Zuhr in the noon time. And the third is the Asr prayer, the middle prayer we also call as the Asr prayer. This is when the sun is about to get set. Okay, it's not at the time of sunset. It's before 1 hour, 2 hour. It depends upon the
time zone.
So the middle prayer is the Asr prayer, and the fourth prayer is the Maghrib, which is after the sunset. Just after the sunset begins the time of Maghrib. And the Isha is the last prayer of the day. That's the night prayer of the night. And why we have to pray, that also have many logical reasons, right? There are many logical reasons.
But the one reason that I know is I love it, that it is depending. I'm not sure whether this is the correct reason or not, but each of this prayer is related to our prophets. Right?
That's the way. Okay, that's the way how our prophets lived, and that's the way how we connect with our Lord. Okay, that is why each prayer, when you are doing something, maybe we are doing some sin, or we are in between some thing which is unlawful, like whatever it can be. So you're doing that, and when you listen this call of prayer azan, then suddenly your heart remembers that, okay, it's the time of prayer now. And I might be doing something which is not good for my health. Many people are smoking or drinking or something. Yeah, they might be doing. When they hear that's a reminder, then they have to quit that. They have to live that. At least for that duration, they have to live and go and perform an ablution. They have to do ablution and then go and offer salat. This is 5 mandatory prayers. Okay. And also, if you see the medical benefits of that, you will never leave. Okay, you will never.
Yeah. Scientific, of course. Again, scientific reasons are there behind the thing. Yeah.
So you see, and also you see so many successful people. They say they awake. I mean, they rise before the sun rises. That's a very great secret behind this success. Okay.
Yeah.
And Allah already told us so many years ago to not live this Fajr prayer.
I love that prayer actually.
You have to leave your sleep and wake up and offer salat and begin your day.
Correct.
Right? And every prayer in between your business, the noon prayer or the Asr prayer comes, the third prayer. You're in between your business. You might be thinking of some sales thing, right? Tips like I'll say this and I'll sell this and that. But maybe that's human tendency. If your product is not being sold, then you say some lies in between and all that thing. When you go to prayer, then you recall that, oh, this is prohibited in Islam, I cannot lie. Prophet Muhammad says that someone who lies is not a Muslim. When you lie to make your product sell, then also you come out of Islam. Then you are no more Muslim. Again, you have to give testimony. You have to, be guilty. You have to seek forgiveness, and then you have to be again a Muslim by completely adhering to yourself that no, I will not commit the same mistake again. May it be a lie. People take saying a lie is such a light sin, or okay, it's like being cool to say to lie. Wherever you go, from our childhood to our old age, we see everyone is lying at one or the other place.
Correct.
So this such a great, when Prophet Muhammad said that the one who lies is not a Muslim, then it's like if you lie, you are being thrown away out of Islam. So you can imagine all other something called as major sins. Even a lie is also a major sin. But lying at certain situation is also acceptable. Like when you want to encourage someone, maybe the person doesn't seem so beautiful to you, but just to keep his heart, you say, okay, you look pretty. You say that. Maybe you're not saying it by your heart, but you say that to make that person happy. Such sort of lies are acceptable. Yeah.
So here I just remember one story. Not story. I'm not pretty sure that it is a story or incident. I read it somewhere actually that the Fajr prayer is basically is related to Adam alayhi salam and Ma Hawa actually, that when they were separated, right? They met after many years, no? They were at different poles of the earth actually. So they were missing each other very badly. And Adam alayhi salam used to cry for Ma Hawa that and he used to pray for forgiveness, and same was the scene with Ma Hawa also on the other pole of the earth. She was also crying during this separation, and they both were asking for forgiveness. And it was that during this separation period when Adam alayhi salam used to pray in the Fajr time, he used to do, not in this exact fashion, exact pattern that we are following right now, but he used to do sajda at that time, fajr time, and that is how the fajr sajda came into existence. This is what I have I read it somewhere, and just now when we are talking about Salah, I just remember this story, and it's so beautiful.
Yeah. I haven't come across this.
No, I long back during my college days, I have actually read this, and
maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Today during our conversation, it just came in a flash. My God, yeah. This is how, and even this the last prayer, that is the Isha, is related to Prophet Muhammad, and that is also got some incident behind that. I'm not able to recall that, but this Fajr one is I remembered very clearly. All these 5 namaz that we do, actually it has got a story, some incident behind that, why Fajr was there, why some or the other person, some or the other prophet, they did something during this time, and that is how it came into Islam actually. That I read it long back in some book.
So I don't know, because I haven't read any such thing from those authentic sources which I remember. I haven't come across it, maybe because I have not completed my studies. So what I believe is, what I say to myself is, I need to offer salat because it's a command of the Creator. That's if I see the medical benefits of it, the way we do sajda, when we offer sajda, when we bow down to the earth and we say Subhana Rabbiyal A'la, at that time our heartbeat, the rate of that is so good. And in each salat, okay, consider 2 rakats if we are praying. In 2 rakats we do offer 4 sajda. So every sajda, the blood flows to your brain, the functioning of your heart gets repaired, the backbone is strengthened, and these medical benefits are hundreds and thousands of them. I can give numbers of benefits of offering salat. So and also I recently read it in psychology when I was reading about psychological fact. There is a way, treatment. A person, when someone is depressed or anxiety levels are very high in someone, then usually psychologists or the psychiatrists, they say them to splash some water on their faces, and they ask them to wipe their faces very often, so that when they, if for example you can do this and you can check on yourself also. If you are stressed out and you are depressed or excited, then you can just go and take some water and splash on your face. And the way we do ablution, the way we perform, you just do it and you'll feel relaxed, instant relaxation. I have come across this, and I have done, and I have seen this is the practical and medical way of lowering the depression, or this is the natural way without using any medication or giving some pills to decrease their anxiety levels. They say them to wash their faces and hands or very often. True. Maybe once in a hour or two. And also this corona situation and all that has happened. In this also we are told that to wash our hands frequently and maintain some distance, be hygienic. This is what Islam has taught from thousands of years ago. If you want to go and perform your salat is not acceptable without the ablution. You have to do ablution. And how your ablution happens, you have to wash your hands, your face, your feet. These are the things where these bacteria, germs, and all the dirt can accumulate, because these are the areas that are exposed to the outer world more, right?
Correct. So, but I'll just interrupt you. Sorry for that.
Yeah,
but
no.
Then there is a logic also behind this, that places like where there is scarcity of water, they do it with
Mud, yeah.
mud,
Yeah.
mud or soil, something,
Yes, yes.
which is absorbing type of
Pure
thing.
mud.
Yeah,
Pure mud,
pure
okay?
one. Yes,
Yeah.
correct. So
Has-
that provision is also provided. I mean,
Yes.
it's not a compulsion that you have to. What people will do where there is the temperature is below freezing, or say
Yeah,
where there is scarcity of water, so people have, I mean, we are
Tayammum.
given that options as well. That is
Yes,
please.
that is the beauty, you know, of
Yeah.
Islam. We call it as tayammum.
Yeah.
When you don't have the access of water, or any condition like a person is sick or has any wound where water should not be reached on that area, then they can just perform tayammum. And the mud, the way of tayammum, that is also like the mud should be pure and it should be brought from certain. There are some restrictions and rules for that also, like the mud on which some animals walk or urinates, or
correct.
that dirt
should be
dirt
from
mud, that should not be there.
neat and clean.
The mud should be pure and clean. The main intention is also to get purified. Purity is half of your no, not exact half. Purity is a part of your faith.
Correct. So the third one now.
Yeah. So the third pillar of Islam is zakat.
Correct.
Zakat means a charity or tax, you can say. The way we are paying the tax to our government, before making these laws and all these things, Allah has given His own laws that if you are a Muslim, then you need to give some charity or some taxes to those, to poor people who do not have. Okay. And He has given certain rulings and regulations. Let's come. I'll explain you in terms of Indian rupees. Okay. It was actually in those days of Prophet Muhammad, he explained with gold. But now, for example, there is a certain level. Okay. If you have 850. So the third pillar is zakat, and zakat means giving charity to those poor people, and that charity has to be 2.5% of our total wealth. For example, I have 1 lakh rupees, and the minimum has to be met, and after meeting that minimum criteria, if I have extra 1 lakh rupees considered for 1 lakh rupees, I need to give 2.5 thousand rupees to those who are in need. And that also we have to see, like if someone is in need in my relatives, okay, first I need to check the needy in my relatives, and then my neighborhood, and then if I do not have anybody in my family or the neighborhood, then I can go to some other city or some other nation, like that. So you paid the taxes to the government or not, that is that is secondary here in Islam. Even though you're paying your complete taxes, whatever is prescribed as per the government, then also you should be paying these Islamic tax also to those who are in need. That is also a sort of purification of your wealth.
True.
So here this builds this is to irrigate poverty and also to build good healthy relationships,
True.
So since the time is short, I am going to I'm going to say what the fourth pillar, that is sound. Sound means fasting. Okay. The fourth pillar is fasting. Here Allah says that to fast for one complete month, that is Ramadan. And fasting means abstaining from things which break fast, such as food, drink, or intercourse, and free, and from the break of true dawn, okay, until the sunset. You have to eat before the sunrise, and you have to be in a fasting condition. You do not have to drink or eat or say anything bad from your mouth, or do anybody's, and everything that is bad, that is, you have to restrain from all that thing until the sunset. and after the sunset also you shouldn't. You are only allowed to eat and drink, and you have to stay. You have to guard your tongue by foul languages and all that, even after the sunset also.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Moving on to the next part.
Next.
Yeah.
The next pillar is Hajj, which means a
Yes.
pilgrimage, right?
Yeah.
So Allah has given this Muslims are Qibla, which means when we pray, the direction of our prayer, wherever you are, the direction of your prayer should be towards this Qibla,
Yeah.
which means the Kaaba.
Mm.
Okay, and also many people think that we worship Kaaba. Here also, we do not worship Kaaba. It's just a wall. It's just a direction where we turn towards while we are performing our salat, our namaz. Okay, that is why I told clearly that we do not worship.
This is something beautiful that you come up with. It was much needed.
Yeah, then I mean, many of my friends ask me that you people worship this wall in Saudi, which is called as Kaaba. No, we do not worship that Kaaba as well. It is just a wall, nothing more than a wall or a stone.
Yeah.
We just turn towards that to show our unity, to show some uniformity, that everyone is, wherever you are in the world, you need to turn towards the direction of that Kaaba and you have to perform your salat.
Yeah.
This is the condition, and this is this means this has been told by Allah, and that is called as Qibla.
Correct.
Which means a place where you direct yourself when you are in salat. And absolutely there is no other importance of Kaaba more than just a direction. We climb on that.
Yeah, this line is very beautiful, Asma. I appreciate that. This is just a direction, guys, and it's all a sign of uniformity. That's it.
Yes, just a uniformity, and also in salat, when you say Allahu Akbar and then you start to perform, you are in the state of rakah. You fold your hands and you tie it on your chest, and then with just that one Allahu Akbar, you tie it on your chest. That's it. Wherever you are in the world, with whosoever you are performing your salat, just this takbir, and then you tie your hands on your chest. That means, that shows how it creates a discipline,
Yeah.
In life, a discipline is a very important thing.
Yeah.
Without discipline, you cannot achieve anything, you cannot do anything.
Yeah.
So to teach you that discipline, 5 times salah is necessary. To teach you every time, you need to be in a pure state. Ablution and salah. Ablution is necessary for salah. To gather reasons for this, why are these many conditions there? You have to tie your hands, you have to listen that, and you have to bow down, you have to go and perform this ablution, you have to do this, you have to do that. And if you just think why you have to do that, and the way, after the age of 7 years, our mental development has almost gets completed. So after the year of 7, then a child or whoever it is, then if you have to learn something else, or you have to do some learning, then you have to build a habit of doing that. You need to learn writing, you need to learn reading, you need to learn anything, playing something. You have to build a habit of that. Without building a disciplined habit of that, then you cannot achieve that thing. So discipline is such a major part of Islam, that teaches you discipline, how you have to be disciplined. But unfortunately, many people do not know this importance, the virtues, and why is it that so many Muslims also, they do not know what they are following. They're just blindly following. They have just seen somebody, okay, my name is a Muslim name, I am a Muslim by birth, which means I have to do this set of rules and regulations I have to follow. No, that is not what actually a Muslim means. If you see someone wearing a burqa, then do not assume that person might be knowing about Islam, or that person is a Muslim. If somebody has a long beard or
I have got
no,
I have got lot many friends, I mean non-Muslim friends, who used to wear burqa.
Yes, absolutely.
Actually, they were more in, I mean, they were using it as a fashion, or say,
Yes.
they need to, they were lazy enough to change dress. So that is how they used to do it. I'm talking again in my younger days when we were in hostel life. So it was done for fun, but then people used to do that. I mean, that is their understanding. So that's
I have my many friends as well who say that they feel comfortable in burqa because that makes them feel more like guarded. Okay, when their chastity is protected, nothing is showing off. They don't have to be like aware about, okay, if something is exposed, my back is they don't have to be so much aware.
They won't be uncomfortable anyway.
So wearing something like, okay, however you sit, however comfortable you can do all those activities wearing a burqa. Or if somebody is just bowing down, that need not be that person also maybe knowing the actual importance of that. There are many people, Actually, there are many families also who simply just forces them to follow some rules and regulations, some rituals like that. But actually, there are nothing like that. And especially regarding marriage, in Islam, there is so simple procedure of nikah is such simple thing. It is so very simple, but nowadays people have made it so complicated. It contradicts the meaning and the purpose of nikah.
Correct. Yeah. But anyways, we'll stick to the topic right now, which we are discussing.
Absolutely. No, I meant to say that because. That is how, when you lack in knowledge, when you don't know what exactly the meaning of that is, why is it necessary, why are these pillars of Islam. You see, Hajj is also Hajj is compulsory, and that's a compulsion only to those who can afford it.
It. Correct.
Not to everyone. Okay?
Yes.
Not to everyone. And Allah also says, Prophet Muhammad also recommends that if I can afford Hajj, if I am I have that money, I can travel from India to Saudi Arabia and perform my Hajj every year, then also only one Hajj is compulsory on me.
Yeah, true. You can do Hajj badal, right? Yeah, you can.
Or I can do it like, I have visited the place, I have done my Hajj, now I can send somebody who is not
not that much
wealthy enough to go there. So I can send somebody and again get the same reward.
Yes. This is in fact more beautiful as compared to the previous thing. I mean, after if you are wealthy enough and you can afford once, I mean, you can afford many times, then good that you have done once, and send other people who need to go. I mean, I have seen people who have sent other I mean, it's so beautiful.
Unfortunately, many Muslims also do not actually know the complete reasoning and its virtues, importance, and all those things. They are just blindly following. Like Muslims, every other religion also has some followers who do not know what exactly that means. They just follow it simply, and then they do not know actually what they are doing, why they are doing, and they are messed up, and then they blame the creator. Why this has happened to me and that has happened to me.
That is more pathetic thing actually.
I have heard that many times.
But anyways, so guys, I guess that's it, Asma, for today's our episode. So I hope you enjoyed the thing, and we'll come up with more sessions with Asma. Of course, she has many jewels to share with us.
Actually, something went, there was some serious learning as well in this. Whereas if you just ponder upon something like why this is, why the sun raises at this exact time, and why I have to do it at this time. You see these thyroid patients and all. The doctors recommend them to wake up before the sun rises. That is the natural way of lowering the thyroid levels and maintaining a good balance of that.
True.
You know, everything has its own significance and its
Correct.
benefits here.
And connecting to Mother Nature is something awesome. I mean, Mother Nature has got remedies for everything,
Yes.
every problem. Yeah, that is there.
Yeah, and Islam is completely all about in your favor. It's in favor of humanity. Okay?
Yeah. So guys, don't mistaken Islam as the way some of the powerful, people are portraying and manipulating the things. It's not like that, guys. It's very simple, very disciplined, and very beautiful religion, actually.
And also, when people say terrorism or something in Islam,
Yeah.
you see, when Allah Himself quoted this, if you say one innocent people, then it means like you have saved the complete humanity.
Exactly.
The complete mankind. And if you kill or harm one person, then it is also like you have harmed the complete mankind or the humanity.
Yes.
Then when your Creator Himself is saying that if you do such thing, then that is like you will be punished for such great punishment. Then how can Islam support about terrorism or any sort of people have Islamophobia, not just Islamophobia, every religion or every good thing has its own phobia in the minds of those who don't want to get that guidance and who don't want to see the light.
Correct.
Who want to remain in darkness, they will find one or the other phobia in every good thing.
True. Yes. Okay. So guys, that's it for today's episode. We'll come up with more conversation with Asma. That is what I said just now. So I hope you enjoyed this session. Asma, anything you want to share? I mean, from your end, any note, any message for my listeners and audiences?
I can share one motivational quote that I believe.
Yeah.
That is like... it's in Urdu actually. I don't know how many can
no problem. You can
understand that.
Yeah.
I'll translate that. That's a quote of Allama Iqbal. He's a great poet and also the writer. He says, "सुनिए बात मुखालिफ से ना घबरा आए उखाब, ये तो चलती है तुझे और ऊंचा उठाने के लिए." Which means, do not fear by the opposite wind, O eagle.
Yeah.
Eagle is a bird which cuts
the
wind, and it flies higher. So do not fear from the opposite wind that is blowing. It only blows to make you fly even higher. True. Where other birds take shelter in the trees or some other places, even while it's raining or while it's heavy wind, the eagle dares to tear that and it dares to fly even higher and higher.
Yeah. So higher than that cloud and that raining. I think it's stratosphere. It goes beyond that actually. It passes that rain also.
Yeah. That is the way a human should also live.
Exactly.
Like when you see something, some obstacle in your life, when you see something difficulty, you feel like you can't do it or why this has come to me, then you have to go and face that. You have to go beyond that. Have to face that, and you can clear that. Then you have been blessed with that ability. You don't humans actually don't know their own abilities. How fortunate and how blessed they are. Each and every human. And why I especially quoted this is because the rate of suicide in our young generations, there are no reasons and. I really feel so sad when I hear about any suicidal case or this news. There is actually no reason to end your life. It's a beautiful life. You can do anything in this life. So that is what a human should be. And being a Muslim, this is what my own religion teaches me. And I'm not just a Muslim by by namesake or by following some trends or this is how it should be, that is how it should be. No, I am a Muslim by knowing what actually Islam is, and I follow it by my heart because I love the way it is and the way it teaches me.
True.
The way it teaches me to bind with people, to create a healthy bonds, to heal someone, to teach someone, to take. And in the coming episodes we'll be talking more about that, right?
True.
So,
yeah.
Kind of for the day.
Yeah, thank you so much, Asma, and thank you guys for listening to us. And I hope you enjoyed the session. So take care of yourself, stay happy, stay blessed, and always keep smiling. Hey friends, I want to introduce you all to a fellow podcaster friend of mine, Mr. Soman Sengupta, and his podcast channel Chase Your Dream. Amazing episodes where he has guests from all parts of the world who share their story about chasing their dreams, their struggles, their happiness, and of course their success. It's amazing, and Soman, he believes that where there is a will, there's a way. I strongly recommend give it a try. Do listen if you believe in your dreams, and do subscribe his channel. It's available on all major platforms like Anchor.fm, Spotify, Apple Podcast, and Google Podcast, and many more.